Hello students, we are moving to the next topic. Next topic is called vectors. So vectors, so seeing the outline, we are going to see what is vector, main features of a vector, basic mode of action, main types of vector, then plasmid vector. Then about viral vectors and retroviral we'll see in the next class. So moving on to the vectors. Vectors can be defined in three ways. In epidemiology, if you are saying an organism or vehicle that transmit the causative agent or disease causing organism from the reservoir to the host. Nothing but vectors are a vehicle that transmit the microorganism or the disease or the infection. Okay, so from the reservoir to the host, they transmit that one. In molecular biology, if you are saying a vehicle, example a plasmid, used to transfer the genetic material such as DNA sequences from the donor organism to the target cell of the recipient organism. So second one is in molecular biology, which indicates they are a vehicle, particularly plasmid, which used to transfer, क्या transfer करा genetic material. Example DNA. Okay, where it is transferring? It is transferring from donor to the target cell. In biology, if you are saying a biotic agent that depresses productive structures of another organism as a bee transmitting pollen to the stigma of a flower. Okay, so this is about vector. So vectors we can able to clearly define. It's nothing but they are the person who is, or they are acting as a transporter or a vehicle which used to transfer the infection or the disease from the donor to the target cell, from the donor or reservoir to the host, or reservoir to the host. That is called vectors. So what are the main features of a vector? Main features of a vector, if you are taking features, we are having origin of replications and reporter genes. Origin of replication and reporter genes. Mainly if you are seeing here the possibility are there like promoter, then antibiotic resistance, then targeting sequences. So closing site, epitopes, then protein purification tags, then genetic markers. These all factors are the main features of the vectors. Over the main features, if you are coming, origin of replications and reporter genes. Over the reporter genes as well as the origin of replication. So this origin of replication and the reporter genes are dependent on the promoter, antibiotic resistance and targeting sequences. Then mainly if you are seeing like cloning site, then epitopes, then protein purification tags and genetic markers. These factors are mainly the features. What are the main features of a vector? So if we are coming for the main features, the origin of replication, for replications and maintenance of vector in host cell. So for the replication and maintenance of vector in the host cell. Then promoter to drive transcription of vectors transgene. Also to drive transcription of other genes in vectors such as antibiotic resistant gene. So promoter, what it is promoting? It become a promoter. It is transferring the vector transgene to the antibiotic resistant gene, so which will be having the not affected by the antibiotics, so they will become antibiotic resistance. That is the promoter. First it is replicating in the host cell, next it is becoming promoter, that is antibiotic resistant. Third one is cloning, allows the insertion of foreign DNA into the vector through ligations. Cloning means they are forming the same like cells, cloning their similar cell and formulating the next cell furthermore, so the DNA will be transferred to the all the cells. The next, reporters gene. If you are coming for the reporter genes, the reporter genes that allows for identification of plasmid that contains inserted DNA of the clone. So due to that, what happened? It is becoming the targeting sequences. So that directly expressed protein to a specific originally. The cells a specific location will be present. So some protein purification tags. Some expression vectors includes protein or peptides sequences that allow for easier purification of expressed proteins. Okay, so over this, what happened? It is clearly say that you can able to see. Keep in mind the first thing, this is entering over this side. Replication is taking place. So first is replication. Second one, what it is being? Vector transgene. That will be having the constant antibiotic resistant gene. The next, Cloning, this is where insertion of foreign DNA into the vector through ligations. So next cloning is taking place. Then after this statement, next there is main formation, that is after cloning the DNA sequence, inserted the DNA sequence that is identifying the plasmid. Then after that, targeting the expressed protein to specific for their development. Then after the targeting the protein, they are going to allow the easier purification of the expressed protein. After this, what happen? It will be clearly understand where they can able to easily develop with the help of these factors. Next, they are moving antibiotic resistance. So allow the survival of the cells which will be having a antibiotic resistance, because already this is having the gene which is having antibiotic resistance. The same DNA clone has been formed. So due to that, survival of the cells takes where the growth media containing antibiotics through antibiotic selections of the cells. So over that, where they can able to allow for antibody identification of the cells expressing the targeted protein. So which allow for confirmation that the vector has integrated within the host genomic DNA where the cell has been identified. That means, or we can able to say it as genetic marking. So this is the main where they are inverting into the body. After inverting, they are scanning and interfering their DNA into the cells. After sending the DNA used to form the clone of their own. So where nearby cells, same like DNA will be formed over, where these will utilize the protein product which is present in the cells. So where they will be easily identified by the antibiotics, says that these are belongs to our body cells. So due to that, easily they can able to escape from the antibiotic. So they will become antibiotic resistant. So clearly they'll study about their antibiotic resistance. So over that, what happened? That will become identified by the antibody in the form of target protein epitopes. So due to that, what happened? They are genetically marking that they are genomically DNA that is integrated into the host cells, where antibody cannot be destroy them. Okay. Then moving on to what is the basic mode of action of vector? Vectors perform their functions in two ways, mostly transcription and expression. Vectors transmitted perform their function in two ways, that is transcription and expression. What is that? Transcription you know very well. The next, moving to the expression. Expressions, there are two types of expression vector: prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotes expression vector are promoter, then ribosomes binding sites, then translation of initiation site. So expressions, there are two: prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So prokaryotes expressions are promoter, then ribosome binding sites, then translations of initiation sites. So eukaryote expressions vectors are these request sequences that encode for polyadenylation tail, then minimal UTR length, then course sequences. Course sequences. What are the main types of these formulations? These formulations are nothing but they should have a binary vector, then cloning vector, then shuttle vector, then expression vector, then plasmid vector, and viral vector. So they are having a main types of vector are binary vector, cloning vector, shuttle vector, expression vector, plasmid vector, and viral vector. So what is this plasmid vector? Plasmid can be defined as an extra chromosomal self-replication structure found in bacterial cell that carries gene for a variety of function not essential for cell growth. Variety of functions not essential for cell growth. So, or we can able to say a circular double stranded unit of DNA. The plasmid is a circular double stranded unit of DNA that replicates within a cell independently of the chromosomal DNA is called plasmid. So where they will interfere into other cell and they will strand their DNA where they can easily able to develop. Plasmid are most often found in bacteria and are used in recombinant DNA research to transfer genes between cells. What are the main parts of a plasmid? Plasmid, a short single-stranded DNA sequence used as an initiation point for PCR polymerase chain reaction, amplifications, or sequencing. So primers can be exploited for sequence verification of plasmid. So what are the parts of plasmids? Plasmids, if you are taking over the plasmid parts, they are having selectable marker, promoter, then 5' site, then restriction site, inserted gene and restriction site, and prime sites, origin of replication, antibiotic resistance. So all the types what we have. What is the mode of action of plasmid vector? Plasmids are pieces of DNA that can be manipulated through the use of restriction enzymes. Since these plasmid are already in the bacteria, the restriction enzymes are able to act as molecular scissor and cut up the part of the plasmid that is desired to be changed. Then the gene of the inserted or is inserted as a new part of the plasmid, following the bacteria to now demonstrate this gene. So plasmid, where the plasmid you can able to see clearly the plasmid were present here. So where the plasmid is present here in this area, gene for antibiotic resistance. So what happened, they will transfer their gene over this area. After transferring, how they will transfer? The foreign DNA which is recombinant inserted, that will be inserted in between the cell wall. After inserting, they will be transferred and connected with the cells. By connecting here, what happen, they will follow the action of binary fusions. Binary fusion is what? The cell will start to develop same like cell structure which is having the same gene or DNA. So where they easily replicate or multiply. Okay, so that is the main concept how the plasmid used to develop over the entire body. Okay, next we are knowing what is the mode of the action of the plasmid. In the case of plasmid utilization as transcript vector, incubating bacteria with plasmid generates hundreds or thousands of copies of the vector within the bacteria in hours. They will multiply by nearby cells, as well as with the help of binary reproduction they will multiply one cell into 2, 2 into 4, 4 into 8, 8 as it is 16, then 32 as it used to spread within few hours. These plasmid transcript vectors characteristically lack crucial sequence that code of polyadrenaline sequences and translase. So mRNAs, making protein expression and transcription vector impossible. Okay. So over this, what are the type of plasmid vectors? Plasmid vectors may be conjugative or non-conjugative. They mediate DNA transfer through conjugation and transform spread rapidly among the bacterial cell of a population. Example, F plasmid and many are and some called plasmid. Non-conjugative vector, they do not mediate DNA through conjugation. Example, mRNA are called plasmid. So conjugative, they will undergo the process and interfere with the cells. Then they will break down and interfere their exert their gene inside the cells. Unconjugated, they never undergo for the process. They try to directly interfere with the cells or indirectly. So what are the types of plasmid vectors? Type plasmid. Type plasmids are tumor including plasmid. It's a circular plasmid, is often a part of genetic equipment used to transduce its genetic material to plants. So classification of type plasmids are based on the type of obtained product by the gene. So first type is triplasmid. Type plasmid, they used to transfer their gene. Then second one is called plasmid, any plasmid that carries gene information for the production of polysin, involves in killing the other harmful strains of the bacteria, also called bacteriocynogenic plasmid. They produce protein that are sensitive to bacteria and inhibit its essential process. So this is called plasmid. Then virulence plasmid. Virulence plasmid turns the bacterium into a pathogen. So they are responsible for carrying the gene with which cause diseases. Then F plasmid. F plasmid are fertility factor, where the F plasmids are a conjugative plasmid found F plus male bacterial cell that leads to helping for the binary fusion by transferring the cells of the DNA. The next R plasmid, that is resistant plasmid. Resistant plasmid is a conjugative factor in bacterial cell, promotes resistance to agents such as antibiotics, metal ions, and ultraviolet radiations. So many R factors can pass from one bacterium to another, and through which antibiotic resistance spread between bacterial species. Same like bacterium resistance, that is antibiotic resistance. Okay, so This is the main types of that one. Then degradative plasmid. These plasmid are type of plasmid present in certain bacteria such as Pseudomonas pudea, which impart the ability of degraded exnobiotic compounds. For example, salicylic acid. So these are there are three much plasmid, that is clamp plasmid. This is for just for knowledge for you. Not of writing those types. Then the next one is yeast plasmid. Yeast are naturally harbor plasmid. These are 2 mu plasmid, smaller circular plasmid often used for genetic engineering. Yeast ingredative plasmid and yeast replicative plasmids. So over this, the plasmid types are type plasmid, Paul plasmid, virulence plasmid, F plasmid, R plasmid, and degradative and yeast plasmids. The importance of plasmids are easy to work with, then self-replication, then stable, function in many species and can useful for a diverse or set of applications. This is about the plasmid, where the plasmid easy to work with, plastids are convenient size where they can able to currently closing with technology where they can able to easily transfer, and self-replication is easy for them. Then they will maintain the stable functions, then functioning in many species and can useful for diverse set of application, particularly which is helping for the laboratory work where they can able to identify. So this is about the vectors, particularly about the plasmid. The next class we will see about this virus, that is viral vector. Thank you.